Now, if they keep on going in their way to do what they want to do, or will bump you, I know you told it to me nice or whatever. I'm gonna keep doing. Okay, let them take further extensive action. So, in today's episode, I am discussing sensitivity in telling someone about their hygiene. This is something you mostly hear from school kids, and I say school kids because I'm not limiting it to middle school, elementary, or high school, only because I saw a question on Quora in which was posted as a screenshot in the Facebook group I'm in. Here are my thoughts on everything and the best ways to approach a person that has a little something going on with their hygiene that's not necessarily positive, and how you could maybe nudge them in a better direction, and what to do in case you take the right approach and they still not listening. They hard-headed. You know what a hard head makes, right? For those that know. I saw something online and I figured this is as perfect time as ever to bring it up. And this wasn't really how they worded it or how they titled it, but it got me thinking. Sensitivity and talking to people about their hygiene. What got me thinking about it, to share this with you all a couple months ago, is a question on Quora. If I can find it, it'll be on the screen. So basically, there's a work situation and the person was asking. A lot of times, I'm gonna say this before I go into it. A lot of times I feel like them questions on Quora, like they have a personal nature, they trolling. But sometimes it's not the case. Now, I don't know how you could verify that. But sometimes they're not always trolling when they ask the questions. They're 110,000% serious. And so to the question, in short, I'm gonna paraphrase it for y'all because I can't exactly remember it. I had to go back and look and see if I have any trace of it. Said, well, my coworker keep telling me I stink. Okay. That's pretty sensitive matter there. Now they wanted to fire him or either had fired them. I'm like, and the thing about it is, hygiene is very important, but the fact of the matter is, if you're telling somebody else about this stuff, it's important to have a certain level of love. First of all, I'm not talking about, you love somebody, you tell them the truth. And you do it in a loving way. 1 Corinthians 13, patient, kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It does not seek out after wrongs. You have to make sure you really love and care about this person before you go to them, telling them, speaking to them about anything as sensitive as their hygiene. You really do. That's a sensitive matter. Not everyone has tact. Okay? Not everyone has tact. And so if you can't do it, get somebody else to do it. You can't say it without cussing, without being brag. Wash it, firing off with cuss words. Get somebody else to do it. There's a way you could tell people in that area about themselves, but you must first make sure it's a place of concern and love. First of all, if you love a person, you're going to tell them the truth, but you're not going to do so brash. You're going to bring it up instead of letting them keep walking around. Like, don't nobody love them. Because if you say you love them, you care about them, friend, your homie, your road dog, your sister girl, your friend girl, whoever, tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. For the love of all things holy, tell them the truth. But you make sure you do it in a loving way. Well, I don't know how to do that. I'm going to just come out. Nah, bruh. Nah, sis. That ain't what we doing. You got to strike a healthy balance between loving and then not coddling them. Healthy balance. And you get that from relationship with God. Communicate with God. Having that time with God. Okay, God, how I tell what's the name about this stuff? Or what's his name about his stuff? And I'm just bringing this up in general. I'm not speaking out nobody or nothing like that. It's just I had been thinking about it. What initiated me bringing this up while I'm getting ready with you all, it's just I saw the question on Quora and then it came up again. And in a workplace, to do it in private is the most professional move that you can make. If you cannot handle that matter professionally, you cannot approach them professionally without cursing, without... Everybody got a choice. Everybody got free will that God has gifted them. Figure out how to tell them in a loving way, loving and firm way. So you try as much as possible. You're not hurting their feelings. Not to be gentle. You can't do that. Call somebody who you know is gifted at that. If you don't know nobody, go to that person and then ask for them to do that. When you do it that way, they're much more likely to receive the information from you. It's going to be a more positive, receptive response. That's what I'd like to think. Now, if they keep on going in their way to do what they want to do, oh, well, bump you. I know you told it to me nice or whatever. I'm going to keep doing. Okay. If you've already communicated with the proper authorities, then let them take a further extensive action. In a personal setting, I would just let the Lord intervene. I can still smell it in my clothes. I'm like, okay. Or you could start off with, do you have any favorite perfumes? Do you have any favorite fragrances that you would like? And introduce it that way. But just, you need a level of sensitivity when we talk about addressing another person's hygiene. Because if you're drinking water, here's your forewarning. Can't say I didn't warn you before now. You stink and you this and this. Now they might get the message like that, but they ain't coming to get. They ain't gonna hardly want to come around you again. And don't you dare say, "Oh, well, I don't want them to." They should feel. Nah, bro. No. If you know you would not like to be approached like that, you wouldn't like it if you was approached like that, then you know you're wrong. You know wrong. You wrong. You wrong, my boy. You wrong, sis. And all of this stemming from the question I saw on Quora within the Facebook group I'm in. I saw they posted a screenshot of this question on Quora. I'm like, oh, baby. Getting complaints on the job about your... Is using soap, baby. And see, that's your first thought, but that don't mean it got to come out your mouth like that. You got to have some form of tact. Not people pleasing, not to be confused with that. I have seen even crazier questions on Quora. I'm like, the audacity. Poison girl. I'd have more than put a dent in it. Kind of compliment this Bahamas passion fruit and banana flower lightweight spray body moisturizer. Be careful, because then I sneeze and clear the room, and you know you can't do that these days since the in 2020. This definitely look like I'm on vacation. All I need is some braids or some what they call them things. To see the full vlog, check it out on my channel. When I think about love, it's one of the bravest things that you can do. It is patient. It is kind. It does not envy or boast. And it'll keep you on the coast of not being rude or self-seeking. Nor is it easily angered or seething mad. And it keeps no records of wrongs. It has no pleasure in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. And most of all,